Alright, welcome back to Crypto's Rich Boy. Before we get in today's video about Safemoon, go ahead and like the video, subscribe to the channel, and let me know what you guys think about Safemoon, where it's going, how long it's going to take, and your position on it. That would be much appreciated. Now, so it looks like Safemoon is slight bit down, 3704. Tokenomics are amazing though. I just keep seeing my portfolio grow and grow and grow as people are selling. So eventually, guys, we're gonna get into an upward motion, and we're gonna have more coins to grow on. So it's compound interest is definitely an amazing thing. So right now we look at the chart. Like I said, it is trading sideways. Kind of so is the whole market. I mean, you got to think like we had our up run. We had we had some consolidation and had a downward, and now we're getting more consolidation. So our next motion should be another upward trend. Now, if it happens tomorrow, next week, next month, I am not too sure. I'm going to continue to look at the charts, look at the news, look at everything. We do have to factor in how the entire market is doing, because it is something that it's not just based on this one coin. It's kind of based on the entire market. If the entire market's doing good, everything tends to do good. If the entire market is not doing so good, then everything continues not to do so good, unless they have some really, really strong news, and then they might do pretty decent. So, SafeMoon is definitely, like, the development team is definitely working hard in the behind the scenes. And in a second, I'll share a tweet that they posted on their page. So right now, we can definitely get SafeMoon on tons of exchanges. They just keep adding more and more and more. Right now, it says that they have 18 different exchanges. I think a couple of them are PancakeSwap. So it's probably more like 12, 13 different exchanges. But that is definitely a good thing. So let's go take a look. So I really like this tweet that they put out. They have like a little picture of a rocket. They have it says Safe Moon Rocket. 2.5 million holders, which is pretty sweet. 900,000 followers, 10 plus exchanges. So this is definitely amazing, guys. Like they're having the holders, they're having the followers, they're having the exchanges, they're having the news. They have 418 trillion coins burnt, and they are just continuing to do amazing, amazing things. Like I said before, I mean, you got to think SafeMoon is kind of like, so if you think of Bitcoin as like the taxi, I think of SafeMoon as like the Lyft or the Uber. Like you had the taxi that kind of invented the idea, but I think SafeMoon is kind of like the Lyft and the Uber to make that idea even better with tokenomics, with it being something kind of newer. A lot of us kind of feel like um we kind of missed out with the whole Bitcoin thing, because you know 30, 37, $38,000 right now is kind of a lot. A lot of people, it's a psychological thing that they want to hold, that they want to own like a whole piece of something. And so when they can only buy like 0.0001 or 0.0008 of a Bitcoin versus like a couple million, a couple billion, SafeMoon, they tend to want to go to SafeMoon. Plus, SafeMoon, you have your tokenomics. You have um, the developer team that we actually know. With Bitcoin, you don't. So, um, you know, but like I said earlier, Bitcoin is definitely kind of like the grandfather. It kind of has brought, it brought light to the whole um, cryptocurrency thing. So it is something that it is needed. It does need to go up, and I think it will. I think as countries are trying to adopt it, I definitely think that it will continue to go up. It will continue to gain traction, and it will continue to do big, big things. So, this was kind of a cool tweet. Um, let me go back to, let's see, where is it? Here we go. So John Carney said, had a call from the team yesterday in between meetings. Happy to say they are smashing out our internal deadlines. Looking forward to providing public release dates for the wallet exchange and more importantly, Operation Phoenix. So, us as investors, as speculators, as watchers, um, sometimes we don't see what goes on behind the scenes. And I really truly know that the dev team is definitely working super hard to bring us utility, bring us um, something that 6 months, a year, 2 years, 3 years, 4 years, 5 years is definitely going to bring us as investors very, very good returns. I was watching a YouTube earlier, and they were talking about how many people, they invest in these things and they want to get rich quick. They're like, oh, we're Lambo like tomorrow. I want to invest $10 today and I want a 5 quadrillion million gajillion dollars tomorrow. Like, it doesn't necessarily happen like that. If it was that easy, more people would have already been, in mansions and driving Lambos, and essentially though, if it was like that, you got to think about it. Life really wouldn't be fun. If everybody was rich, then how would things get done? Now, those people that are smart, those people that invest, yes, it is in their um they worked hard for that. Like like people that invested in Bitcoin 10 years ago, they deserve like a Lamborghini. They deserve a mansion. They deserve all the wealth that they got. They held it out. They stuck it out for years and years and years. Some of them stuck it out maybe 1 year, some of them stuck it out 5, 10 years, but they stuck it out. And the whole point I'm trying to get at is whatever investment that you invest in, I'm not a financial advisor, but just my opinion. You need to do your research, only put money that you can afford to lose, and make sure you believe in the project and make sure you are willing to hold 6 months, a year, 2 years, 3 years, 4 years, 5 years, maybe even 10 years, 20 years. If you are putting into a project money that you are going to need to buy your kids food, don't do that expecting, well, maybe if I put in, $100 today, I can buy my kids double the amount of food tomorrow. No, that's not how it works. That's not how it's supposed to work. It, you, trust me, like being in the space for many years, like I've tried that. Well, maybe if I put this amount of money in, instead of paying 1 month on my car insurance, I can pay the whole 6 month and get a discount. Maybe I can turn this $100 into $1,000, and then I can pay the whole 6 months and I won't have to worry about it. You know what ended up happening? I ended up FOMOing into projects at the top, and it plummeted down, and I lost I lost more than half my money, and I tried it again and again and again and again. You would think after the first, second time I would have learned. Nope. So I guess I'm here to tell you guys my philosophy for myself is HODL, hold. Make sure you definitely are doing your research and you are picking these projects that have real use cases. Safemoon, I believe, has that. In my opinion, in my research, like I said, not financial advice, like the team is doxed, the contract is renounced, meaning the team is public, the contract um is locked away in liquidity pool, so they can't just sell everything like tomorrow. They've had audits done. It's definitely something that I believe is amazing. So, another thing that they put out 3 hours ago. If you know, you know. Day or night, tokenomics work. Tokenomics is a beautiful, amazing thing. Like I was telling my brother a couple weeks ago, I was like, listen, it used to be when things went down, when the market went down, you had to go and find more money to put in so you can dollar cost average, double down, make sure that you got more coins because when it went back up, you need to kind of make back what you lost. But tokenomics is very, very, very awesome. Like it's just an amazing thing. Like you could still put more money in there, but you got to think like if you wanted to, you don't have to. Like you can literally just get in, get into the project after you've done your research. Make sure, it's money that you can afford to lose because nothing's guaranteed. Like tomorrow, who knows? Everyone that invested in Dogecoin, I'm just using that as an example. I'm not saying it's going to go down. Who knows? Tomorrow it may go down to a half a penny again, and everybody, boom, they lost their money. Like they may come out with all this FUD, with just fear, uncertainty, and doubt, and plummet the market. I don't know. I'm not saying it's. Obviously, it's probably not going to go down that low, but I'm just saying, like, you never know. Like, you never know. So, um, but also something else that I heard when I was watching the videos is when things are boring, that's when you're going to want to pay attention. When things are hyped, that's when you're going to want to get out or kind of like take a little bit of profit. Obviously, you know your finances better than I know your finances. I'm not your financial advisor, I'm not a financial advisor, but just something that kind of clicked to me and kind of made sense to me. So it's kind of something that you got to think about it. Like the market, it was weird. I had so many people coming to me, calling me after 5 years, 10 years, I haven't even talked to. And they were like, hey, like, Chris, how do I get into this? Like, I really need to get into this. Like, it's going up so much. I don't want to miss out. I don't want to miss out. One, I told them, listen, like, I will tell you how to get into it, but just know it's already gone up. So it probably is going to come down. Like, that's when the market is due for a cool off period. When you have people calling you that you haven't talked to in years, when you go to the grocery store and someone oversees you like, "Oh, is that like a cryptocurrency app?" That's when you know things are about to cool down. So, um I kind of am switching my opinion a little bit. I was thinking August, September might be when we're gonna skyrocket, but I'm thinking maybe end of September, October, November, because um I don't know. Actually, I don't know. I don't know what's gonna happen. It could still be August, September. It could be, I'm kind of thinking more and more it's gonna go through the end of the year, potentially into beginning of next year. Versus before I was like, no, I think the whole market's gonna crash in October. I'm not sure anymore. So it's something definitely that I still do think we're going to have upside. I still do think that there is a second portion of a bull market that's even going to be bigger than the first one back in January, February, but not positive. So anyway, I am definitely thinking right now we are getting our Black Friday deals on Safemoon and other coins, and I definitely am taking this opportunity to fill my bags. So this is, we're gonna look back in like a year, 2 years, 3 years, and man, I wish I could have got Safemoon at 3702. Like now it's 3702, but with two or three or four less zeros. Like, oh man, I wish I could have done it. Like, not trying to spread FOMO, but I'm just saying, like, if you go back and you look at coins like BNB, if you look at coins like ADA, if you look at coins like Chainlink, if you look at coins, even like Bitcoin, go back to 2016 or 2000, um, like 18. 2017 was kind of like a hype. So go back to like 2016, 2018, 2019. Look at how much those coins were. Like, if you go back 2015, 16, look at how much the coins were, and then look how much they went up to in 2017. And look how much they are now. Like, more than likely, most of them hit their all-time highs. Most of them, like, tremendously grew in the long run. So, long story short, things will pump and coins will grow. We just have to give it time. We gotta be patient. SafeMoon's going to grow. SafeMoon has utility. Whenever you see something with hype to start off, normally that hype continues. Those people that were hyped, even though it may die down in the short term, it comes back to them. They remember, like, oh, like I remember back, back in March or April, SafeMoon was booming. Like the market's coming back up. Let's get, like we're hodling. Let's add a little bit more, like because we know like the capability and the potential because it was already hyped. So, um, anyway, so that is my take on Safemoon. Like I said, please subscribe to the channel, like the video, let me know what you guys think. Are you guys, I mean, you guys have the same philosophy that if you just hold over time, like we're gonna have massive gains, or do you feel like and do you feel like we're still in a bull run? Do you feel like we're gonna have another pop in July, August, September, October, or do you think it's not gonna happen until maybe end of this year, beginning of next year? Let me know where you guys think we're at in the market. Bull run, bear run, consolidation phase. Let me know. All right, thank you guys for joining, and until next time.